Welcome to Indiana High School basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Culver's Portside Marina, Nepco, Crane and Equipment Services, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winnemac, and 5-Star. The KVB pregame show with Mitch Columbi is next.
Here's the three in the corner on the way! Yes! Yes! Big time three at a big time moment.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Top of the key for three! Splash! Big time three. Here comes Vice driving inside. Stolen. Picked up by Samantha Marks. Oh, man, he made it happen!
Welcome to the KVB pregame show. Now, here is the voice of KVB's WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
The new era continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays take on the LaVille Lady Lancers in the sectional championship round. This is Indiana High School basketball. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play, our sports analyst, Terry Minnix. Our sideline reporter on location for Winnemac, Justin Ruff. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is KVB's WKVI Sports. We welcome you to the nest of North Judson, Indiana, 46366. We are back for more as we are set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com as we get ready for our 30th basketball broadcast of the season. We have seen the Lady Jays several times, but have yet to see these LaVille Lady Lancers. When we look at the Lancers, head coach Nick Amore is in his second season leading the girls program. The Lady Lancers started their 2023-2024 season going 3-7 through the first 10 games. The next 12 games, they did a much better job going 8-4 to finish off the year. During that 12-game stretch, they fell to North Judson-San Pierre here in the nest on January 9th, 42-39, a very, very close game it was. The Lancers took care of business last night in the semifinal round against Wheeler, beating them 38-25. That's how they got here as the Lady Lancers come into tonight's matchup at 11-11 on the year. Leading the Lady Lancers in the scoring department is Brooke Edison, averaging 10.5 points per game. Right behind her is Jamie Foster, scoring 6.8 points per game. And then rounding out the top three is Ava Weil, averaging 5.3 per game. Edison also leads the team in rebounds and steals, averaging 7.9 boards and 4.7 snags per game. Leading the team in assists is Michaela Kuski. She's averaging 2.3 assists per game. And as a whole, the Lady Lancers are averaging 36.1 points per game on offense, and their defense is allowing 36.9 points per game. We turn now to our sports analyst, two-time Indiana High School basketball state champion head coach, Terry Minix. Here we are, Coach, the sectional championship round. What's your thoughts on the Lady Lancers?
Well, I tell you what, it don't get no better than this sectional final night. I tell you, I think it's going to be a great game. Obviously, the first time they played the Blue Jays, earlier in the year, it was a battle. So I think we're going to have the same type of game, and it's going to come down to who wants it more.
Man, I'll tell you what, it almost may be a blessing in disguise to have these two teams come up against each other. I know the teams that may have lost in this sectional would disagree with that, but when you look at it from a fan's perspective, I think this is a rematch a lot of people would like to see.
Oh, for sure. I mean, obviously, you're going to see a lot of blue in the stands. It's not going to be like one color on side. You're going to be able to differentiate between the two, but there's going to be a lot of blue, and there's going to be a lot of people. I tell you, the Blue Jay fans are already out here in droves right now. And
they were here when I was setting up.
Yeah, they've been here. They've been waiting for this. So I think it's going to be an exciting night. But, it's one of them that I think you got to just take a coin and flip. And
you've said that before.
Well, I've said it before.
Because it's true.
Well, even off air, sometimes I say, well, I just said that. Well,
not this time.
Not this time. I really think this is going to be, who wants it more, who handles the ball, who does a better job on the boards. I mean, coaching. I mean, there's going to be a lot of things that goes into this tonight. So it's true. I'd say in Vegas, this is a pick'em.
This is a pick'em. Well, we turn the page and we look at the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. Head coach Whitney Combs finished off her first official regular season leading the Lady Jays. The Jays started their 2023-2024 season going 6-4 through the first 10 games. After the first 10 games, the Lady Jays went 6-6 to finish off the year. The Jays beat the favored South Central Lady Satellites this past Tuesday, 39-36 in round one of sectional 34. We were here for that one. They then beat Career Academy last night. Get this, Coach, 70-6 in the semifinal round. The Lady Jays come into tonight's sectional championship matchup at 14-10 on the year. They put up the points last night. Leading the Lady Jays in the scoring department is Kylie Lehigh, averaging 11.9 points per game. Right behind her is Kaylin Tunis, averaging 11.4. And rounding out the top three is Reagan Hensley, averaging 6.1 per game. Lehigh also leads the team in rebounds and steals, averaging 9.3 boards and 4.6 snags per game. And leading the team in assists is Avery Johnson, averaging 2.5 dimes per game. As a team, the Lady Jays offense is averaging 46.5 points per game, and their defense has allowed 45.1 points per game up to this point. Thoughts on the Lady Jays in getting here tonight?
Well, we watched them play South Central, who was probably the favorite coming into this sectional, and they did everything they wanted to do. I mean, they put the pressure kind of on them. They full court pressed, and I think LaVille, better be ready for that because, against South Central, I thought that Blue Jays did a great job in that press, and not that they turned them over the whole time, but I think they took them out of sync and took them out of what they really wanted to do.
Sure. Well, and one thing about the Jays is we talked to head coach Whitney Combs this morning. We asked her, I blatantly said, hey, are you going to come out in the press tonight? And she said, well, we don't want to give away all our secrets, but she said she believes that because of what they did against South Central, it all started with that full court pressure.
Well, for sure. I mean, it's one of them, when people would ask me, they say, you're going to press, you're going to run your break. I say, well, yeah, why would I change? I mean, so with her, why would she change?
Why would she?
Because it worked. It's the same type of team. I don't think they have a player as good as the Marks girl, but they, the Edison girl can shoot the basketball, so they got to be aware of where she's at on the floor. the wild girl, handles the ball pretty well and gets up and down the floor pretty well, but it's still not the same type of concern that they had against, South Central. So, yeah, I think she'll be full court pressing and she'll be running and jumping like she did.
You've seen the LaVille team this year.
Well, I've seen them. I honestly have not seen them this year. I've seen them the last couple years.
Sure.
So I'm very familiar with them. And obviously, Edison girl is Mike Edison's daughter.
Sure.
The boys coach, and so she's kind of got basketball in her middle name. So it's one of them things that I know she can play. Mike could shoot. I would never tell Mike that, but he could shoot, and obviously she can shoot as well.
Hopefully he didn't hear that.
That's all right. We're good friends.
Well, we are expecting a great evening of IHSAA Girls Sectional Championship basketball action as we appreciate you joining us on the KVB pregame show. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors as the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas, average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express. Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Thank you to my good friend John Thompson. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on KVB's WKVI. We are lucky to say no new injuries to report tonight, as that is our Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report. Not only are we covering the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays tonight, we also have sideline reporter Justin Ruff live and on location from North Miami in Denver, Indiana, as the Winamac Lady Warriors take on the Lewis Cass Lady Kings. Let's bring him in here. Justin, how are things going in Denver, Indiana tonight, my friend?
Hey, how's it going, fellas? Can you hear me? Loud and clear? Am I good?
We hear you loud and clear, my friend.
Oh, it's going in. Hey, it's going good here so far. I see a lot of red and blue flowing in, and on this side, I see a lot of maroon and white flowing in. Teams are warming up right now. You're starting to feel that Indiana sectional vibe, and I'm over here in the corner just talking my mouth away about this game. I'm excited, and I can't wait to see this game continue.
Hey, Justin, we appreciate you being there on location. We'll make sure to get to you as soon as we can when something important happens on your end, okay?
Sounds good, Mitch. Hey, you guys have a good game there.
You as well, buddy. Bring one home.
Bring one home, baby.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
That's Justin Ruff live and on location. Sounded pretty good there, Coach.
Yeah,
Boy.
he did. Man, this is like we're like George Jefferson. We're moving on up.
Well, then I also told Justin, I said, it's kind of like a magic show tonight. We're in two places at once.
That is pretty cool.
Now you see me.
Yeah.
Now you don't.
Oh yeah.
Stay tuned. We're going to hear from. Stay tuned. We're going to hear from Nick Amore, the Lady Lancers, and Whitney Combs of the Lady Jays after the break. That's in the KVB Coaches Corner. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is all about community and keeping our community spotlight shining on the accomplishments of our youth. That's why PMH is proud to be a sponsor of our local high school sports action on WKVI, our community radio station. Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home.
It's time to hear from the coaches in the KVB Coaches Corner. Here's Mitch Columbi.
I'm speaking with head coach of the LaVille Lady Lancers, Nick Amore. Coach, been a while since we saw you last. It was here at this sectional last year. This time you're taking on the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays in the sectional championship round. What do you know about the Lady Jays?
Yeah, we had the opportunity to see them earlier in the season. They play physically. They play aggressively. They really trap on rebounds, pick you up in full court, and so they're a tough team.
What do you have to see on the floor tonight, in your opinion, to make sure you get this sectional championship?
Yeah, taking care of the ball, lack of turnovers. We really need to mitigate our turnovers and just make sure that we're controlling the possessions and we're not giving them easy buckets.
Message to Lancer Nation who may be listening tonight.
Yeah, hopefully you come out or you're watching. It should be an exciting game. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and so it should be a real good one to watch.
Hey, as always, Coach, appreciate your time. Good luck tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
I'm here with head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, Whitney Combs. Coach, here we are. The sectional championship is on the line. You've had some time to prepare for LaVille, just a short, less than 24 hours. So what do you know about them, and what are you hoping to do tonight?
I mean, just like I said this morning, they are a very good defensive team. They're playing really well together. We have to come out tonight ready to go from tip to end and handle ourselves. Our turnovers have to be lower than they were last time we played them. We just got to play our game.
What sticks out about their game to memory that you got to shut down?
They go after every single rebound. They are a very hard rebounding team. They want that ball every single time it's shot. So that's something we have to really work on, boxing out, not just, waiting for the ball to come to us. We have to box out, and we have to go get the ball.
Message to Blue Jay Nation here. I know you need them.
I mean, this is what we worked for all season. Come out and pack the nest.
Coach, appreciate your time. Go get them.
Thank you.
Hey folks, Auto Park Fort LaPorte has got some news for you. We now have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in LaPorte County. So if you're in the market, come and check us out, because right now is the best time to trade in your current vehicle. Not interested in purchasing a vehicle? That's okay. We'll buy yours even if you don't buy ours. Not currently in the market, but your car needs serviced? Come check out our newly renovated service department and let them take care of all your service needs. And remember, we're not just an auto dealer, we're an auto park.
Time now for the keys to the game. Sponsored by the Auto Park, with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen.
All right. As we get set for Indiana High School girls basketball sectional championship action, what are your keys to the game as a LaVille Lady Lancer, Coach?
Well, two big things. Take care of the basketball, and the other is take the crowd out of them early. They're playing on their home court, but take the crowd out early, but you got to take care of the basketball. Limit them to one shot.
One shot. Okay, now flip sides. If you are the head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, what has to happen in order to get the win tonight?
Do exactly what you've been doing in your full court press. Be aggressive, but don't be overly aggressive, because everybody's going to be hyped up. So you've got to play your game, but don't get yourself in any foul problems.
That's our keys to the game, sponsored by the Auto Park, with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Kankakee Valley RAMC is excited to announce that applications for their youth programs are now available. If you know a student in 6th grade or a junior in high school, encourage them to apply for Camp Kilowatt or Youth Tour to Washington, D.C. Our fun summer experiences are designed to ignite curiosity, foster leadership, and provide hands-on experiences. For high school seniors gearing up for college next fall, KVRAMC is offering $8,000 in scholarships through the Operation Roundup program. Let KVRAMC fuel your academic journey by providing the financial support you need. Are you ready to apply? The deadline is March 1st. Visit kvramc.com to get started.
The tradition continues with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
from the nest at North Judson-San Pierre in North Judson, Indiana. Welcome to game number 30 of our Indiana high school basketball season between the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays and the LaVille Lady Lancers. Hello again, everybody. I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting, as WKVI will always be there. We also want to let you know Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR will always be there too. Join the boss, Tony Ross, on Max 98.3 FM every day for even more content involving your area. Between WYMR and WKVI, Kankakee Valley Broadcasting has you covered. Well, we remind you that you can stay up to speed on local high school sports in this area by following us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max. For all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content, hey, you can listen to us on your phone. Just go to one of our social media sites I mentioned and tap the link on our page. We are literally in the palm of your hand. I was talking to somebody earlier today. Oh, I don't have a radio. Well, what are you texting me on right now? What do you got in your hand? We're there. We're proud to let you know the public address announcer tonight in the nest is Nathan Radke. The scoreboard operator is Dave Altman. He told me this is his 33rd season doing scoreboard for the Lady Jays and the Blue Jays. 33rd season.
Nice.
That is impressive.
That is very impressive.
In charge of the official scorebook tonight is Missy Hensley, and our officials for this evening are Daniel Escalante, Sean Westman, and Mike Emerson, with Jamie Myers being the alternate if needed. And courtside in Denver, Indiana, getting all the inside information from the Winnemac versus Lewis Cass matchup is our sideline reporter, Justin Ruff. And up here in the KVB nest, breaking things down and analyzing play, we are honored to have a two-time Indiana high school basketball state champion head coach as our sports analyst, Terry Minix. We've got 30 seconds here, Coach. The Winnemac Lady Warriors find themselves in a sectional championship matchup with Lewis Cass. What are you thinking?
That's going to be a battle for them, but I really think, we've seen so many upsets so far in this tournament, throughout the state, and I could see Lewis Cass looking past them a little bit and sneaking one. Well, that's kind of my wishful thinking. So hopefully that all comes to fruition.
Well, we're going to find out first, and it's all because Justin Ruff is on location. There's no other place that's going to get you up to speed than right here at KVB's WKVI. We turn things over to our public address announcer, Nathan Radke, for our national anthem. Every morning, join Rich Wallen on the WKVI Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central. Catch local news as well for our area with Kankakee Valley Broadcasting News Director Anita Gooden, who covers news on WYMR and WKVI. You can catch our stories on WKVI.com and Max983.net to stay up to speed in your local area. We go through the starting lineups for tonight as we see the Lady Lancers of LaVille from Lakeville, Indiana. Starting at point guard is Michaela Kuski. The two guard is Ava Weil. Starting at small forward is Lily Smith. The power forward tonight is Brooke Edison. And at the center position is London Kwiatkowski. For the Lady Jays of North Judson-San Pierre, From North Judson, Indiana, starting at point guard is Avery Johnston. The 2 guard is Kaylin Tunis. Starting small forward tonight is Reagan Hensley. At the 4 is Kylie Lehigh, and at the 5 is Anna Garbison. That is our KVB starting lineups for tonight. As I'm Mitch Columbi, proud to be doing the play-by-play as we are set for Indiana High School Girls Basketball Sectional Championship action from North Judson, Indiana. They've doused the lights here in the nest. Part of the experience you get when you come here. You're not just getting a ball game, you're getting an entertaining atmosphere of a game.
Well, it's one of them that, it's very, very entertaining, but I tell you, for the kids, it gets a little nervous, they got their nerves really going right now when they dim the lights and they know it's showtime, baby.
It's showtime. I wish they doused the lights when I was in high school. That was when 13 years ago, it took forever for the lights to warm up. Now they just flick on no problem.
And you're old-timer, it sounds like.
Jeez. The longer we keep doing this, yes. One thing I think that's pretty cool about the Lady Jays bench is they have Ashley Derrickson jersey right on the end of the bench. They put her jersey over the back of one of the chairs in memory of Ashley Derrickson. I just think that's pretty cool.
Never forget, and that's great. That's the thing about small schools in the state of Indiana, and it's something, like I say, that, I think the whole county will never forget Ashley Derrickson, and but I really enjoy that too, that they put that on the end of the bench.
Yeah, very cool.
Yep.
Of course, that's who we've named our 5-star player of the game, Ashley Derrickson. It's Ashley Derrickson, 5-star player of the game. We're going to see who is the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game tonight, because here we are, Sectional 34, the championship round.
Here we go.
The Web Printing JT Shirt Shack tip is about to be up and away as Kylie Lehigh is in the middle, and the tip is in favor of the LaVille Lady Lancers. So the Lancers start with possession. It's Michaela Kuski bringing it across half court. She's got Avery Johnson on her. Man-to-man defense from the Lady Jays. The Lancers kick it over. This is number 15, Brooke Edison, driving around up top and then dumps off to number 14, Ava Weil. Then finds Kuski. We remember her from last year, Coach.
Yep.
Kuski cuts over, back over to number 10, Lily Smith. I also remember her. She's above the right elbow, back up top to Ava Weil. Weil, Reagan Hensley on her, then to the far corner. Michaela Kuski pops the 3, no good, too hard. Fight for the rebound. Kylie Lehigh got in there. It may have been touched by, nope. Touched by London Kwiatkowski.
Good start for the Jays.
Full court pressure from the Lady Lancers here.
I like that. I mean, just, give them a little dose of their own medicine.
Kaylin Tunis gets it to Reagan Hensley, who pops the 3. It looked good from here, but no good. Fighting for the rebound is Kylie Lehigh. She touches it last, and it's going to be LaVille Lady Lancer ball here. Still scoreless. 1 minute has passed here in the opening quarter. Lancers beat the full court pressure. They dump off to Smith inside, and she's fouled by Kylie Lehigh. The full court pressure was on from the Lady Jays.
That's Callie's first, team first.
So that puts Lily Smith at the line. The first free throw from Smith is up and away, and it is no good, as tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Snep at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. Lily Smith hits the second, so that means it's 1-0. The Lancers lead here, and they are full court pressing. The Lady Jays beat it. It's Reagan Hensley after the pass from Kaylin Tunis. Back to Tunis up top. Tunis spinning around, now dump off to the near corner. It's Reagan Hensley back out up top to Avery Johnston.
Oh,
my goodness.
Screen.
They called Reagan Hensley on a moving
screen.
So another turnover, unfortunately, for the Lady Jays.
Kind of different from the other night. The other night they weren't calling anything in the first couple quarters.
They were letting them play, that's for sure. As here's the full court pressure, the Lady Lancers get it in and they beat it. Cross half court. It's number 14 now with the ball. That is Ava Weil. She gets it to Brooke Edison, and then she lost it. They're saying last touch by Lady J. Sideline out of bounds play for the Lancers here. Looking for something. It's Brooke Edison, far corner. She's trapped off the leg of Kylie Lehigh. Smart move by her.
Mm-hmm. Imagine that. She's a coach's daughter.
Well, she was thinking, trapped
She
in
was
the
definitely-
corner.
Yep.
Far corner. They get it in up top to Michaela Kuski. Kuski, then back to Smith, then to the far corner. It's Brooke Edison, puts up a shot, no good. Got her own rebound. The putback's no good, but she's fouled. She's going to go to the line here. It's a touchy one.
Wow.
So this puts Brooke Edison at the line to shoot 2.
The foul was on Avery Johnson. It's her first, team second.
Edison's first, up, away, and no good, in and out. As today's broadcast is brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on KVB's WKVI. Edison hits the second of 2, making it 2-0 now. And the Lady Jays get it into Kaylin Tunis. Tunis is bringing it forward. She crosses half court. She's got Brooke Edison on her. I think that's a sign they don't want Tunis to pop off tonight, Coach.
No, that's for sure. She's doing a nice job getting up in her grill.
Get it over to Avery Johnson in the far near corner. Kuski on her. She tried an entry pass to Kylie Lehigh. Tipped out of bounds by Ava Weil.
You know, one thing, a little interesting fact, Ava Weil is the daughter of one of my ex-players.
No kidding.
Yes.
Wow. So she's in attendance then.
Oh, yeah. Annette Noble. Used to be Noble, now it's Annette Weil.
Connecting the dots here.
There you go.
So the Lady Jays get it in up top. It's Kaylin Tunis spinning around inside the paint.
Nice.
Puts up a shot. She's fouled.
Nice take. Going to the basket, be a little aggressive.
Couldn't get it to go, but she's going to go to the line to shoot 2. That's one thing they did a good job was getting to the line, I felt like, last Tuesday. While they should have made more free throws, they still got to the line.
Attacking the basket, especially early. You know, don't stand out there and settle for them jump shots, threes and stuff. You know, attack the basket until you feel comfortable.
Tunis' first free throw, in and out, no good. As we remind you, Howard's Marathon is part of the broadcast. Howard's Marathon, of course, from Winnemac, serving Pulaski County for 44 years. Call 574-946-6894 and ask for Howard or Dean. Second free throw is missed from Tunis, rebounded the Lady Lancers, and here comes Michaela Kuski. Kuski now to the left elbow, number 24, London Kwiatkowski drives around inside and puts up the right-hand layup. 4-0 Lady Lancers here. The Jays push it forward. It's Kaylin Tunis to the near corner. Reagan Hensley back up top to Avery Johnson. Now she's going to go inside on Kuski. Takes a bump, nothing called. They're letting them play here. Back up top to Reagan, then swings it over to Kaylin. Kaylin taking on Lily Smith. Entry pass to Gracie Minix, who checked in a moment ago. Back out up top to Kaylin, spinning around on the right elbow. Blocked. Then saved by Kylie Lehigh. Puts up a shot. No good, but she's fouled, and she is going to the line.
Did they call it on Kowalski? That's going to be her second.
So Lehigh at the line to shoot 2. First one is up, away, and it rattles around for the first points of the Lady Jays evening. Checking out is London Kwiatkowski, and checking in is number 31, Jasmine Foster.
That's a good sign for the Blue Jays. Kowalski getting 2 fouls is huge.
Second free throw from Lehigh is good. Now it's a 2-point ball game. The Lancers lead here. Kuski cross court to Brooke Edison. She's going to cross half court. Here comes the help. Lehigh up top along with Reagan Hensley. They finally get it to Kuski. Almost lost. It is. It's stolen by the Lady Jays. Lehigh picks it up. She brings it forward. Picks up her dribble now to the near corner. Reagan Hensley. Entry pass to Gracie Minix. Turnaround shot for the post. It's good. Nice little left-hand hook shot. Tie ball game now, 4-4. Full court pressure still on. They beat it. It's Kuski now to the top of the key. Edison swings it over. It's number 14 putting it up off the glass. Right-handed layup, no good. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by her. That was number 14, Ava Weil. So they get it into Kaylin Tunis now. Tunis brings it forward, crosses half court. Up top, It's Kalen back over to Lehigh, and then over to Reagan Hensley. Taking their time, being patient here. It's Lehigh now with the ball. Cross-court pass to Tunis. Here she comes, driving baseline. Left side, puts up a shot. She wanted a foul. Nothing called. It looked like a block, but they're saying it's last touched on Kalen here.
I know I've seen her shoot a lot. I've never seen her shoot directly out of bounds. I don't know how
Which means that gets
got
blocked.
deflected, exactly.
Wow. So, unfortunate turnover there for the Lady Jays as here come the Lancers. Crossing half court, it's Michaela Kuski. Then back up top, it's number 11, McKenna Deason. She checked in a few moments ago. Then over to Weil. Back out, near corner, Kuski. Kuski then over to Deason. Back to Weil. Fakes left, goes right, inside. Oh, it's going to be stolen by Gracie Minix. She got a hand in the passing lane. And here come the Lady Jays. It's Kaylin Tunis, 4-4 here, under 3:30 to go in the opening quarter. Sectional 34 championship action here on WKVI. It's Gracie Minix inside. She likes the left-hander. Got it to go in the paint. The Lady Jays take a 2-point lead, 6-4 here. Having trouble. Now the Lady Lancers finally beat the full court pressure. They're on their side of the floor. It's Brooke Edison at the right block. Dump off pass. She almost lost it. Saves it though. Brings it back out to the far corner. Then up top to Ava Weil. Swings it over to number 11, McKenna Deason. Then to Brooke Edison in the far corner. Back to Deason. Deason takes the pick from Edison. Now she brings it up top. Gets it to Kuski, and getting in there is Kaylin Tunis. A little too aggressive. They call her for a foul.
I think, honestly, I think LaVille needs a timeout. Right now, North Judson's speeding them up a lot, and they're doing a lot of things I don't think they usually do. Pressing a little bit, so just slow down.
The Lancers kick it backcourt to Kuski. She threw it away, just like you said. My goodness. She was trying to get Ava Weil on the extended wing in front of the Lady Jays bench, and right when she passed it, Weil cut towards the middle. And it goes sailing out of bounds. Both teams unofficially I have down for 3 turnovers here in the first. It's a very neck-and-neck ball game here. Kaylin Tunis near corner taking on Kuski baseline. Almost threw it away, but it finds it to the hands of Kylie Lehigh. Lehigh back up to Reagan Hensley. Swings it over. Avery Johnston 3 up top of the key is no good. And rebounded by Michaela Kuski. Kuski gets around Lehigh, crosses half court with the pass up to McKenna Deason. Deason back over to Ava Weil. Weil to Kuski. Kuski back to Deason. Far side of the floor here. Little weave option up top here for the Lancers. Letting that clock tick. It's Ava Weil now.
I think they need to find Edison if they want to get a shot here, a good shot. Ooh.
They got it to Michaela Kuski on the far side of the floor. She drove baseline.
I think it's going to be on Lehigh, and that's her second.
Oh, no. Yep. They're calling it on Lehigh as Kuski drove baseline, drawing the foul. Lehigh will take a seat, and Kaya Burkett will check in. So it looks like Kuski's at the line. The officials are having a word with Brooke Edison here. The first one's up, away, and no good off the right iron. As tonight's game is sponsored in part by McGrath Refrigeration, a family-owned business since 1967, and your local Armstrong Air dealer. Call them for all your heating and cooling needs at 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right. Kuski hits the second of 2, making it 6-5. Here comes Avery Johnston. Johnston crosses half court. Picks up her dribble, gets it back over to Kaya Burkett. Burkett into the near corner, Kaylin Tunis. Now she's driving in. Oh, it's going to be stolen by Brooke Edison. She got a hand in there. Here comes Brooke taking on Johnston. Puts up a shot, no good. She's fouled, and she will go to the line for the shoot 2 here.
Yep.
Avery Johnson, her second. As let's go ahead and take this moment to check in with Justin Ruff live on location for the Winamax Sectional Championship. What's going on, Justin?
How's it going, fellas? Right now, there's 1:25 left. The game is still in motion. Winnemac put themselves in trouble. Right now, I have them down for 5 turnovers. They've coughed up a couple of three-point shots that dug them in a hole. They're losing right now, Mitch, 5-13, approaching the end of this first quarter.
That's our sideline reporter live on location. For the Winnemac Lady Warriors. Tough situation there, but back in our game, 1 free throw was made, the second was missed, and then on the other end of the floor, it's Reagan Hensley driving inside, puts it off the glass, no good.
Ball.
Fight for the rebound is a jump ball here.
I think the Blue Jays right now, I mean, if I was coach, I'd try to get the ball, isolate Gracie Minix a little bit. She's had 2 really good moves in there, and I really don't think they've got the strength and the size to go against her.
The out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket. Saw Bailey Frazier, who checked in a few moments ago, get it to Reagan Hensley. Hensley off the glass, no good, but she's fouled, and she goes to the line to shoot 2 here. Tough situation coming out of Winnemac there, as Justin just mentioned, down 13-5 for the Winnemac Lady Warriors and having some troubles in the turnover side of things. But back in our game, it's neck and neck. The Lady Jays just took the lead, 7-6 here as Reagan Hensley hits the first of 2. 1:17 to go here in the opening quarter. Her second free throw is up, away, and it is good. Pressure from the Jays. Kuski kicks it back to Jasmine Foster. She brings it forward, crosses the timeline. Here she comes inside off the glass. No! Looked like a block by Gracie Minix, but they're calling it a foul, and that means Jasmine Foster will go to the line.
We had a lot of free throws so far in this first quarter.
And that was the Lady Jays' 5th foul in this quarter. So with Jasmine Foster at the line, the first one's up, away, and it is good. As we also thank Farm Fertilizer for being part of this broadcast. Call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns. Second free throw, up, away, no good. Caught some air, and it goes out of bounds. So it'll be Lady J basketball, and Blue Jay Nation lets her hear it. Full court pressure from the Lancers. The Jays get it into Bailey Frazier, pushes it forward to Reagan Hensley, spins around, has space now inside, blocked from behind by Jasmine Foster, and she gets it back to Michaela Kuski, who brings it forward, crossing the timeline. 50 seconds here in the first quarter. Lady Jays 8, Lancers 7. Driving baseline now is number 14, Ava Weil. Back out up top to Kuski, swings it over. Brooke Edison, 3 on the way, is no good. Rebounded, second chance opportunity by Weil. And then a foul's called on the inside. Very interesting here.
Fouls on Bailey Frazier. That's her first.
The one thing we had a chance to talk with head coach Whitney Combs is the first free throw from Weil is good. And she said a lot of her bench got time yesterday because of that huge win over Career Academy. She said it was so good to be able to get these young individuals varsity action in a sectional championship game or a sectional semifinal round game. As the second free throw is missed, rebounded by the Lady Lancers, they get another opportunity here. Far corner now, Ava Weil. Back up top. It's number 11, McKenna Deason inside now. Brooke Edison puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Jasmine Foster. Her putback's no good, and the Lady Jays control it here. It's Bailey Frazier for the last 10 seconds of the first quarter. 8-8, tie ball game here. Now over to Kaya Burkett, inside to Gracie Minix. Turnaround shots blocked, and Michaela Kuski comes up with it, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. 8-8. If that's any indication of what we are going to see tonight, it's going to be a good one.
Well, I said it's a pick 'em.
It is going to be a good one. We're going to take a break and come back. Second quarter action is coming your way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Culver's Portside Marina. They can make sure your boat is ready for the winter. If you need help storing or winterizing your watercraft, contact Culver's Portside Marina at 574-842-5000. We go to the second quarter. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Terry Minix. Pretty good first quarter there, Coach.
Yeah, actually it's real good. I think one of the things I said in the beginning is, the Jays need to be aggressive, but they got to be kind of smart aggressive. And they got themselves in a couple bad, they got a couple players now with Lehigh and Johnson both have 2 fouls. So they just got to back off that, being too aggressive.
Too aggressive, but not at the same time
right.
Folding.
Right. Don't get away from what, brought you to the dance, but be a little smarter about, how you take her home.
Boy, we learned so much on this show. The Lancers have it up top. They kick it over to McKenna Deason, who has it. Starting the second quarter here, almost stolen by Kaylin Tunis. We'll check in with Justin Ruff here in just a few moments. The next dead ball to see how the end of the first quarter went for the Winamac Lady Warriors. Is the last update we had from him. They were trailing Lewis Cass there in the first. So we'll catch up with him in a little bit. But back in our game here in the Nest, it's McKenna Deason. Bailey Frazier on her. Good defense from Bailey, all up in her. She's going to steal it. Bailey taking on one-on-one, spinning around, back out to Kaya Burkett. Smart play. Burkett over to Reagan Hensley now. Back up top to Kaylin Tunis. Kaylin pulls it back out here. Then kicks it over to Frazier. Frazier. Then to Reagan Hensley, far corner 3. No good, and rebounded on the inside by McKenna Deason. Deason's trapped in the corner.
Called timeout.
And head coach Nick Amor called a quick timeout. That means let's go ahead and check in with our sideline reporter live and on location from North Miami High School. Justin, how are the Winamac Lady Warriors doing now?
How's it going, guys? They're still down by 8, 7-15 with 5:30 left in the second quarter. Candace Croft just picked up her second foul it was actually at the 6:20 minute mark. So she's in foul trouble, but Winamac is trying to pick up the pace a little bit in their 2-3 zone.
What are you seeing defensively from the Lady Warriors right now compared to last night, Jay?
You said defensively, Mitch?
Yes, sir.
So they're in a 1-3-1, and then they've been switching it to a 2-3. So still switching out defenses. But in trying to keep Cass on their toes.
All right, thanks, Jay. We appreciate you. We'll catch up with you later. As back in our game, Reagan Hensley steals it from number 14, Ava Weil. And the Lady Jays have it here. Tie ball game, 8-8. Oh, man, it's going to be stolen back by the Lady Lancers here. Very even in the turnover category here tonight. Far side of the floor. Big time 3 from Ava Weil is no good.
Oh, she's on the baseline.
And it looked like Brooke Edison tried to save it, but she touched the baseline with her foot.
Yep.
And McKinley Dushak's going to check in for the Lady Jays.
Just a quick observation. It looks like the Blue Jays do have a little deeper bench than the Lancers have.
They are definitely playing more than the Lancers. Yeah, you're exactly right. More fresh legs as Reagan Hensley brings it across half court. It finds it at the hands top of the key. Bailey Frazier getting inside, and she unfortunately dribbled on her leg. It goes out of bounds. In this first half here, I have unofficially 6 turnovers for both teams. So defensively, they're getting after each other.
Right, and it's one of them, like say early, you got them turnovers early, but hopefully they'll settle. Both teams will settle down.
Weil takes the pick up top. She gets it over to Lily Smith, who just checked back in a few moments ago. She pops a left elbow shot from 15. It's no good. Rebounded by Gracie Bennett. She gets it to Bailey Frazier, and Frazier back to Reagan Hensley across the timeline. Under 6 minutes here in the first half. It's tied 8-8. The Lady Jays and the Lancers One of them has to win, and if they do tonight, it'll be a sectional championship here in the Nest. Gracie Minix back up top to Kaylin Tunis. Spinning around to the free throw line, trying to create space. Nothing called. And Jasmine Foster, it looked like it was off on her, Coach.
Yeah, for sure. I think the Jays right now, I think it's kind of, you got to get it into Gracie or Tunis, attacking the basket one way or the other here.
So it stays here, actually. The Lady Jays have it. They get it into Gracie. Oh, man, stolen back by the Lancers. They push it forward to Kuski. Fakes once, puts it up off the glass. Right-handed layup, no problem. 10-8 now, the Lancers lead, and bringing it forward is Reagan Hensley, and then a jump ball is called. Ava Weil got in there.
Well, that's the no-no. You don't get across the half court and pick the ball or, stop. You got to attack once you get past that half court. You just added another defender when you got that half court there and you stop there.
Well, it's interesting. Timeout here. I don't know who called the timeout.
North
Judson. They called the timeout to talk here. It seems like both of these teams are very similar when it comes to defensive efforts here.
They really are. That's what we said.
They mirror image almost.
Really, the first game, it ended up a 3-point game, and it was come down to the end. So like I said, it's a pick 'em. I mean, it really is. It's who's going to have not have the most turnovers, who's going to be able to box out, rebound. Who's going to get the 50-50 balls. And in a nutshell, who wants it more?
Who wants it more? You got to want it.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. Out of the timeout, the Lady Jays have it. They kick it up top to Kaylin Tunis, spinning around, bringing it inside. She has Kuski all over her. Brings it back out near corner, up top to Bailey Frazier. I think Blue Jay Nation wanted a foul. They get it over to the far side of the floor to Reagan Hensley, then back to Bailey Frazier, inside to Gracie Minix.
Another jump ball.
It is. My goodness.
It's another, trying to get the ball inside of Gracie, I agree with, but, it was a good bounce pass. She's got to get in position and make sure you get two hands on it, but they'll be okay.
So the Lady Jays have pulled the full court press back. They are not full court pressing now here, Coach. It's Kuski bringing it across the timeline, no issues. Gets it to Lily Smith now at the free throw line, then back to Ava Weil. Weil goes inside, off the glass, no good, and a foul is called. She's going to go to the line to shoot two here. So this puts Weil at the line. The foul is on McKinley Dushak.
It's her first.
As we remind you, Mark's Body Shop in Knox is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. If you ever need collision repair, contact Mark at 574-772-7003. Mark told me they're hiring. Get your applications ready and turned in for consideration at Mark's Body Shop in Knox. First free throw is no good from Ava Weil. Keeps it 10-8. The Lancers lead by 2 here.
Well, Coach Combs just brought in both her players with 2 fouls, Johnson and Lehigh.
Don't want to let that lead grow, as the second free throw doesn't go through either for Ava Weil. Crossing half court is Kylie Lehigh. Oh.
Edison.
Okay.
Went off of her.
I thought Kylie may have lost it right in front of the Blue Jays cheer block, but Brooke Edison got in there.
Yeah, kind of poked it out of the way there, but it wouldn't surprise me if Coach Amor doesn't try to attack Johnson and Lehigh.
And that's exactly what they're doing. They swarmed to Lehigh. Once she got the ball, she got rid of it to Avery Johnston, driving into the left block. Travel. Oh, man. They called her for a travel.
She did.
Oh, my goodness. And it looks like Daniel Escalante is actually throwing a fan out. My goodness here. Well, the magic words. So Michaela Kuski brings it across half court. She gets it to Brooke Edison here. Then back up top to Lily Smith. Swings it over to Kuski. Kuski back up to Edison, then over to Smith, then finds it to Michaela Kuski, far corner.
Wow.
Inside, London Kwiatkowski, my goodness. Somehow gets it to go through. 12-8 here, the Lancers lead, 3:50 to go in the first half. It's Avery Johnston taking the pick up top, almost stolen. And then a foul is called on Brooke Edison. And Blue Jay Nation is showing their approval of Daniel Escalante's call there, Coach. Man, I love this place. I love it. The passion.
I'm not going to say anything.
I just love it. I love the passion that the Blue Jay Nation has. It's infectious. As here on the floor, Kuski trying to steal it, but Gracie Menix gets it back. They're calling a jump ball.
I tell you what, that's Indiana basketball right there. I love when seeing kids get on the floor for the ball, and that is just, them 50-50 balls are the difference in winning games, and yet both teams had their players on the floor there.
So it's an out-of-bounds play underneath her own basket. Avery Johnston to take it out for the Lady Jays. She gets it up top to Kaylin Tunis. Tunis spinning around, has space, puts up a shot, no good, but a foul is called, I think, on Jasmine Foster here. Yep.
That's her second.
So that's her second. As let's go ahead and check in with Justin Ruff. Their second quarter for Winnemac is dwindling down. Justin, what do you have?
We're under a minute now, Mitch. 55 seconds left. Winnemac down 11-22. The energy and effort is swinging towards the Lady King side, and the rebounding is definitely in their category. The Lady Warriors just getting out-rebounded.
Well, we'll keep our eye on the Winnemac Lady Warriors. Looks like they are in some tough trouble, as that's Justin Ruff live and on location. But back in our game, Kaylin Tunis hits both free throws, making it a 2-point ball game now. On the other end of the floor, Michaela Kuski pops it from the extended wing about 16, 17 feet out and cashes in. 14-10 now. The Lady Lancers lead by 4. It's Avery Johnston now for the Lady Jays back up top. It's Kaylin Tunis. Tunis going left, now back right. Oh, man, it's going to be stolen by Brooke Edison. Here comes Edison all alone. Right-handed layup. 16-10 now. 2:50 to go here in the first half. Johnston's going to bring it across half court here.
Brooke Edison has 4 steals so far in this half.
Johnston picks up her dribble, gets it to Gracie Minix in the near corner.
Nice
dump
pass.
off to McKinley Dushak. Nothing's called. The turnaround shot.
Oh, my.
Looked like a foul on Lily Smith, but not for Daniel Escalante.
Wow.
She got hacked.
Yeah.
That wasn't no foul. That was a hack, Coach. She got hacked.
Yeah.
Out of bounds play underneath their own basket. They're going to have to play through it. Kuski gets her leg in there, and it kicks. That's what Coach always said. You can't let the officials bother your game.
Nope.
You just got to keep going. Let the coach worry about the officials.
Yep, exactly.
Johnston kicks it up top. The Jays dealing with adversity. They're fighting here. 2:30 to go in the first half. 16-10, the Lancers lead. It's Avery Johnston taking the pick from Kylie Lehigh. Then back to Kylie up top at the volleyball line. She gets it over to Gracie Minix. Minix back up top to Avery Johnston.
I just think they got to get the ball inside. I don't think Weil can guard Gracie down low.
She picks her dribble up. Nice little backdoor from Kylie Lehigh. Right-hand layup's no good. And then ripped from the hand.
Jump ball? Oh, my. That was a quick jump.
And they had one earlier like that, too. I didn't say anything, but.
Well, I think if LaVille scores on this time down the floor, they have to call a timeout.
Yeah. Under 2 minutes here in the first half. The Lancers have the ball. 16-10 here. Smith loses it. Stolen by Gracie Minix. And then a foul's called. Ava Weil.
That's her first.
With 1:49 to go in our game, it's already halftime for the Winnemac Lady Warriors. We'll check in with Justin Ruff during our halftime, the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show. We're taking care of 2 teams tonight. It's like a magic show, 2 places at once. It's Avery Johnston now, crossing half court. She gets it to Kylie Lehigh on the other side of the floor now, takes the pick from Hensley. Getting a hand in there was Brooke Edison, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay here. We're going to see Ava Weil and Lily Smith check back in for London Kwiatkowski.
They didn't get much of a rest. They just went out.
Didn't. And Michaela Kuski. Interesting. Reagan Hensley kicks it up top to Avery Johnston. Johnston then gets it to Reagan Hensley, spins around, tried to get rid of it off the foot of somebody. No kick called. Brooke Edison picks it up. She's got space. Right hand layup.
That got to be timeout.
And it's good to go. 18-10. The Lady Jays are going to play through this here. It's Johnston near corner, driving baseline. Gets it back up top. Reagan Hensley, 3 on the way. No good. She needed it.
Edison.
Rebounded by Brooke Edison. Edison back to Ava Weil, then up to McKenna Deason, then inside to Lily Smith off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Avery Johnston. Johnston back to Kylie Lehigh. Edison almost stole it. They push it forward to Reagan Hensley. Left hand layup off the glass. 18-12, 6-point lead. Ava Weil brings it across half court. Kylie Lehigh on her. Sees it to the far corner. McKenna Deason bringing it around up top, then over to Brooke Edison. Last 20 seconds of the first half here, and I have hiccups. It's Ava Weil going baseline. Dump off. Faith Meyer. My goodness, Faith Meyer checked in for the first time tonight a few moments ago, and she just scores points, 20-12. Last 4 seconds here. It's Avery Johnston driving baseline, picks up her dribble, almost lost it. And that will be the end of the first half. 20-12. The LaVille Lady Lancers lead by 8. We're going to talk about this first half, as well as the first half game for the Winnemac Lady Warriors and the Lewis Cass Lady Kings with Justin Ruff and our sports analyst here in the nest, Terry Minix. Don't go anywhere. The Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show is coming your way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we know that when agriculture thrives, we all do. It's the heart and grit of our agricultural communities that keep the crops coming in and the livestock cared for day and night. That's why we build financial solutions around the needs and schedules of our ag clients. I'm Isaac Blue, ag banker at Knox, North Judson, and Culver. If you're looking for a financial partner that has over 135 years experience in understanding and supporting agriculture, I'd like to hear from you. Let's harvest success together. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Welcome to the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Here's Mitch Columbi.
20-12's the score here in the nest as the LaVille Lady Lancers lead the Lady Jays of North Judson-San Pierre. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be there. I am accompanied by, up here in the KVB nest, by our sports analyst, Terry Minix. Well, what'd you see in that first half, Coach?
Well, I thought LaVille was a little more aggressive, and they got away with a couple, questionable calls, let's say.
Okay.
But they were a little more aggressive, and the other thing, they were able to get to more of the 50-50 balls. I mean, when it comes down to the fouls, North Judson had 9 fouls in that half, and LaVille had 6. So it wasn't a big discrepancy.
Sure.
But it's just some of them that timely where they – I think there was a couple of them where they were going to the basket. Blue Jay girl was going to the basket, and, they called it just out of bounds. And so, just little things like that. But, you're only 8 points down. I mean, it's one of them. You just got to get back, take a deep breath.
Right.
And say, let's get back to what we're doing. I still think even though you've got a couple girls with 2 fouls, I think you need to go with what, you came to the dance with,
Yep.
and that is pressing. And until they just get layup after layup, stay that way. And you've got a deeper bench, I feel, than what LaVille has.
There were a couple possessions there in the second quarter where the Lady Jays switched it up defensively. They stopped the full court pressure. Just kind of throwing things off for the Lady Lancers there. Do you expect the Lady Jays to come out in the third quarter full court pressing again?
I would hope so. I really think that's what they need to do. I mean, obviously, LaVille knows what they do. They press and that stuff. But you still, it's getting – you got 16 minutes left for a sectional championship. Everything gets a little tighter, around the neck and stuff. So you've got to – keep doing what you do. Like I said, you've got a deeper bench. So just, you only got 2 girls with 2 fouls. So it's not like you're in terrible foul problems.
Right.
So don't get away with what brought you here. And but like I said, it's 8 points. I think, they're going to be fine. These shots are going to fall. I thought Gracie Minix did a nice job inside. She had a couple of nice moves. Her and Tunis were kind of the go-to, but, they got to get, them two along with Lehigh going. That's kind of the three-headed monsters that they have as far as scoring. So, if they can get them 3 and, kind of in a triangle, post play or something, one in the corner down and get it where, option of going, throw it in, throw it back out, jump shots, and some of them shots will start to fall. But I think, like I say, this game's far from over.
Far from over. And we know the Lady Jays can score 8 points pretty quickly.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's kind of a slow pace as far as scoring. 12 points and a half for the Jays. They're probably, shaking their head. But like I said, it's a long ways from over. Just, take deep breaths, get some water, and know you got 16 minutes and just leave it all out there.
Well, one of our other area teams is also in sectional championship action. That's the Winamac Lady Warriors taking on the Lewis Cass Lady Kings. That's at North Miami High School, sectional 36. We have our very own sideline reporter, Justin Ruff, on location. Justin, what happened in that first half you can tell us about for the Winamac Lady Warriors?
Well, Winamac, they're just not hitting the shots right now outside the three-point line. Lewis Cass, they're in their 2-3 zone, and they have, they have some tall players that cause some issues in the interior. And right now, there's just no three-point shots going down for Winamac. And on the defensive end, Winamac is in a 1-3-1, and the big players, the tall post players for Lewis Cass, they're stretching them out, and they've hit a couple of threes. They have some beautiful set plays against Stasiak's 1-3-1. They have got a couple of buckets, and their leading scorer, Candace Cross, she's in foul trouble. She only has 2 points. We're just starting the third quarter as I speak right now, Mitch. Winamac's got to do a better job at shooting if they want to come back in the game.
Yeah, I got to ask you, Jay, what's the vibe right now from the Winamac Lady Warriors bench? Last night, you and I talked about it, the intensity, the emotion, the passion from that bench was there. We saw head coach Tony Stasiak even slap his hand on the floor in approval of what the Lady Warriors were doing last night. Are they showing energy?
Versus Lewis Cass right now? No. Right in front of me, there's an on-ball. Just now, there's an on-ball. A loose ball, and Lewis Cass dove for it. Winamac didn't. So right now, the energy and effort and enthusiasm is on the Lewis Cass side, unfortunately.
Well, Justin, I appreciate you being there here. We'll catch up with you here later on, okay?
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot.
That's Justin Ruff on location at North Miami High School, where the Winamac Lady Warriors are having a tough time bringing the energy tonight, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough task. I mean, that's a good Kyle does a really good job with him.
Kyle Amore.
I've coached against
and
Kyle.
Nick Amore told me that is his brother.
That is his brother. So, he does a nice job. It took him a few years to get things going down there, but he does a really nice job. And they're ranked in the state.
Right,
so, it'd be a tough task for him. But, it's not over till it's over.
It's not over till the fat lady sings.
That's right.
Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning is helping continue this wonderful tradition on KVB's WKVI. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give third-generation owner Brian Hammond a call at 574-936-4660, serving the local area since 1936.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551 and ask for Tina if you want to look cool like the KVB crew. We appreciate them and their support toward helping continue the tradition. You don't think you look cool, Coach?
Oh, I'm cool.
I think you're cool. That's what matters.
Hey, I'm going to give a shout out to Marvin, hey,
McDaniel?
Get healthy. Yep. Marvin McDaniels, he's out there listening to us. Get healthy. He had a surgery a few days ago, buddy. Get healthy.
We'll be thinking about you, Marvin. It's 20-12. The Lancers lead the Lady Jays. Second half action coming your way.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Kankakee Valley Broadcasting, bringing you Indiana high school basketball on 99.3 FM, The Valley.
Back in the nest, Mitch Columbi along with sports analyst Terry Minix. We are back in action right away to start the third quarter. It's driving in. Anna Garbison, no good, and picked up stolen by the LaVille Lady Lancers here as the first possession did not go according to plan for the Lady Jays. So on the other end of the floor, the Lancers have it. It's up at the top of the key, Ava Weil here. She gets it over to Lily Smith. Smith, near corner, Kuski driving baseline. Dump off, London Kwiatkowski. And she gets it to go. A nice little dump off pass for her. So now crossing half court for the Lady Jays. It's Avery Johnston. Skip pass. Anna Garbison. Three.
There you go.
Splash.
There you go.
About time. Big time three for Anna Garbison. And the Lady Jays bring it within 7 here. 22-15. Back to London Kwiatkowski from the free throw line is no good. And rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. 6:30.
Need to attack the basket this time.
Far corner, Kaylin Tunis spinning.
There you go, girl.
Baseline. Back out up top, Anna Garbison swings it over. Avery Johnston, now she goes inside. Pops it from 6 feet, no good. And Kwiatkowski comes up with the rebound. Now back to Michaela Kuski. Kuski, Anna Garbison on her, crosses half court. She gets it to the far side of the floor. It's Lily Smith. Smith, nice little
pick and
roll there from London Kwiatkowski, but couldn't get it to go off the glass and rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. She always seems to be there. Crossing half court now, Lehigh hands off to Avery Johnston. Back over to Reagan Hensley here, then back to Johnston. Johnston taking time.
Back door.
There it is. Beautiful play. You knew it. Kylie Lehigh, the back door. They brought everyone else on the Lady Jays team to one side of the floor and let Kylie do the work. And then on the other end of the floor, driving baseline is no good by Ava Weil. And Whitney Combs is trying to call for the timeout. She was jumping up and down. My gosh. I guess the pressure's on for the officials as much, too.
Well, and they're watching what's going on,
sure.
And it's pretty loud. But in that instance, though, they've got to be looking.
Because they know.
The B or the 2 or the B, he's got to be looking over at that coach, or at least at the coach.
In anticipation of a timeout coming.
Being called. So.
Well, and that's kind of what we've talked about just a couple weeks ago with head coach Kent Cheatham. The ball barely got into the hands of Quinn Bales on a rebound a couple of weeks ago. I don't think you were there for that game. And he barely had it in his hands. Cheatham called the timeout, and the ref heard it. We asked him on the Saturday Sports Line, did you prep the ref for that call? He goes, absolutely. He said, I told the ref if we get the rebound, I'm calling a timeout. And I'm not kidding. It was on Quinn's fingertips. Beep, beep, beep. Just like that.
Yeah, that's a good experience, coach.
So here we go out of the timeout, 22-17. The presence of mind to think of that.
The Blue Jays need a little run here, then they can get back into that full court press and, do the things that they do.
It looks like the Lancers.
I'm surprised they took theirs off as well.
So they are not full court pressing, and Avery Johnson brings it across half court. Nick Gaymore loses the jacket. He's getting a little warm now. The Lady Jays are on a run. It's Lehigh getting it back out to Johnston. Pops it from 16 feet. No good. Rebounded inside by London Kwiatkowski. And now she gets it back to Ava Weil. Almost losing it. It finds it to the hands of Kylie Lehigh. Turnaround shot. No good. Rebounded by Anna Garbison. Garbison back up top to Avery Johnston. Taking on Lily Smith. Then back over. It's Kylie Lehigh. Far side of the floor. Back up top to Avery Johnston here. 4:40 to go in the third. 22-17. The Lady Jays trail. Back up top, Johnston swings it over. Garbison right in front of the Lady Jays bench. Back up top to Johnston. Smith all over.
It's Tunis time right now.
Then
Get
back
the ball
to Lehigh.
her and let her attack the basket.
Here comes Tunis spinning around, puts up the shot.
Oh, she got
blocked.
fouled.
They call a block, but they didn't call anything. It's Brooke Edison. And then here comes Kuski on the other end of the floor. Picks up her dribble. Back over to Lily Smith. They are missing a lot here. Smith going left, back out. London Kwiatkowski. Oh, they call it there, though.
Oh, a hand check. Going to be on Kylie, I think, and that'll be her third.
Well, not much gets past this group.
I thought Tunis did a really nice job of attacking, and from here, it looked like she got some contact.
So out of bounds play underneath their own basket. They get it to Jasmine Foster, and a foul's called immediately. Barely had a chance to put the shot up. So that puts her at the line. Garbison, her first.
They called that on Garbison.
So at the line is Jasmine Foster. As tonight's game is brought to you in part by Todd and Josh Lawrence of Lawrence Farms. We thank Todd and Josh Lawrence for supporting local high school sports. Also, Zingo Express of Knox is a proud sponsor of tonight's action. Stop by Zingo Express in Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Express way. As you can tell, I have a little bit of a cold this evening. First free throw is good from Foster. Second one is no good. 23-17 is the score. The Lancers lead. Oh, man. Lehigh tried to get it to the far corner to Anna Garbison, and right when she threw it, Garbison was
coming up to set a screen. That's one of the things we always taught kids. When you're coming to set a ball screen, you always put your hand up in a fist high. It means you're setting a ball screen. So let them know because and then we had different numbers. If it's 4, you're going back door. So,
sure.
You got to – and that's a tough one. You can't blame either one of them players on that one.
Just miscommunication.
Yep.
So off the turnover, the Lady Lancers have possession, and they
Yep.
lose it. It was Ava Weil driving baseline with Kylie Lehigh all over. So here come the Lady Jays. It's Avery Johnston. Back over to Kylie Lehigh. Lehigh takes the pick from Hensley. Far corner, it's Avery Johnston. Skip pass back out. Near corner, it's Kaylin Tunis spinning around. Almost loses it at the left block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lancers. Weil will check out for the Lancers, and checking in is Faith Meyer. Out of bounds play underneath their own basket. Johnston to take it out. She gets it to Kylie Lehigh in the far corner. Back out up top to Kaylin Tunis.
Let's say she just.
So a turnover by the Lady Jays here. They're calling a double dribble on Kylie Lehigh. What'd you see?
She dribbled
so she
twice, and then she dribbled again.
So here come the Lady Lancers. It's Jasmine Foster back up to Michaela Kuski. 23-17, 3 minutes to go exactly in the third. Near corner, it's Faith Meyer. And a full timeout by head coach Nick Amor of the LaVille Lady Lancers. Let's go ahead and check in with Justin Ruff and see how things are going for the Winnemac Lady Warriors. Justin.
What's up, fellas? We got under 2 minutes now left in the third quarter. Winnemac trails 35-22. They're starting to pick up the pressure now. Just that last after timeout, they started the full court press, trying to force turnovers. But it seems like every time Winnemac cuts it to 10-point lead, Cass makes a big move to get it above even more. So Winnemac playing catch up here at North Miami.
Where are you seated right now, Justin? You got a good view of the court?
I got a good one. I started off right behind the Winnemac bench, and then I've moved myself to where the AD is currently in North Miami. So I got a good view right up front on the court, baby.
How's the Warrior Nation doing?
They're trying to support them. It looks like Lewis Cass is doing a little snowball right now with some pressure by Winnemac, but it's pretty quiet on the Maroon side. But if you can hear it, the fan base or the cheer crowd's trying to get them going.
All right, Justin, we'll keep an eye on you. We appreciate you. Is back in our game out of the timeout.
Should be blue ball down there. They're the ones that called the
timeout. Yeah, the officials are trying to get the right call here, as it's an out-of-bounds play for the LaVille Lady Lancers back in our game. London Kwiatkowski to take it out. She kicks it up top to Jasmine Foster at the right elbow here. Taking on Gracie Minix, puts up a shot, and a foul will be called on Gracie Minix. I think I read her lips. She said, "How is that a foul?"
It's her second.
So this puts Jasmine Foster at the line. As we thank Kankakee Valley REMC for being part of this wonderful tradition. They are a membership cooperative and the local electric utility serving over 18,000 homes and businesses across Lake, Porter, Stark, Pulaski, Marshall, and St. Joseph counties. Dedicated to the community through a mission of service, trust, and innovation, KVREMC is dedicated to ensuring the needs of the community are met with reliability and excellence. First free throw is good. Second is not. Both missed. Thank you. Both missed free throws and rebounded by Kylie Lehigh, taking on London Kwiatkowski on the other end of the floor. Back up top to Gracie Minix. Then swings it over to Kaylin Tunis. Tunis crossing over, spinning around on Michaela Kuski. Oh, man, picked the pocket. Jasmine Foster has it now, brings it across half court. Hands off back to Michaela Kuski. Kuski then over to number 11. That's McKenna Deason. Deason brings it back out up top with Kylie Lehigh on her. Drives around, near corner, big time three. London Kwiatkowski is no good. Rebounded. Yep, rebounded by Gracie Minix, and they're calling a foul on the inside.
That's on London Kwiatkowski, and that's her third.
.215.
Exactly
Sorry.
what I was going to say. 2:15.
Was it?
Yeah. Great minds think alike.
We're getting there. It took a year and a half. Johnston crosses half court. She gets at the right elbow. Dump off to Kylie Lehigh. Right hand layup goes. 23-19 now.
Slowly pecking their way back there, them Blue Jays. Pecking right.
I like how you said that.
Oh, there you go.
And then
come on. No
man.
Way. No way.
Wow.
She even reached for it.
Because she knew it was off on her. Another unfortunate missed call as the Lady Jays poked it out, and what looked like was last touched by Jasmine Foster. It stays here, though. entry pass back out up top now. McKenna Deason driving baseline, no good, and rebounded by Reagan Hensley. She splits the defenders, and then there's a...
That's called old Mr. Makeup.
Yeah, that's definitely a makeup call.
Jasmine Foster, that's her third.
Now, I don't like makeup calls because that tells me you're acknowledging you messed up.
I've told you that. When I see one that they messed up, I usually call them over and I say, sir, you messed that one, so you owe me one. And usually I would get one.
Because it puts it in their head.
That's right. You're going back door again.
Here we go. Nope, not there. Minix was kind of floating around in the paint. Didn't clear out. And now back up top to Kaylin Tunis. She tried to lob it in.
Well, the thing is, that's not a good entry pass from the top of the key. That's better from, free throw line extended over the elbow side.
Another turnover for the Lady Jays, unofficially 15 on the night. 9 for the Lady Lancers unofficially. Lily Smith, far side of the floor for the Lady Lancers. Back up top to Ava Weil. Weil back over to Smith. Smith takes the pick from Edison. Dump off to Edison. She gets it to go off the glass. 25-19, 6-point ball game here. It's Avery Johnston crossing the timeline. Last minute of the third here.
Nice to get a basket here.
Lehigh back up top to Reagan Hensley. Hensley spinning around at the free throw line. Back over to Gracie Minix. Pops it. No good from 15 and rebounded by Michaela Kuski. And then it found it to the far corner. The full court pressure from the Lady Jays almost stole it, but it's going to stay Lancer ball here.
They're back into that press.
They push it forward to Lily Smith, who crosses the timeline. Cross court pass to Kuski. Wide open three on the way.
Wow.
Splash. Big time three by Michaela Kuski makes it 28-19. 25 seconds left. This is the biggest lead of the night, Coach.
Yeah, that was a big three.
And then a reach-in foul called on Kuski as Avery Johnston hands off to Kaylin Tunis up top. That was a huge three by Kuski.
Especially when, they pushed the ball up against that press and really she had a little lane to kind of drive in, but she chose to shoot that three and knocked it down.
I don't think she'd shot a three all night. Up top to Avery Johnston. Then swings it over to Grace Craig, who just checked in a moment ago for Kaylin Tunis. Back up top, almost stolen in the passing lane, but Kylie Lehigh saves it. Lehigh pushes it to Reagan Hensley. Right hand layup is no good, but it's foul called on Jasmine Foster here.
That's a good foul, but that's a bad foul on Jasmine. That's her fourth.
So that puts Reagan Hensley at the line. Some substitutions checking in here in a moment as Hensley shoots the first of two. No good. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Snep at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. Had a chance to talk to Joe this afternoon. He's doing good as the second free throw goes through from Reagan Hensley, making it 28-20. Last 4 seconds. Lily Smith has it. She doesn't know. Tried to get it to Kuski. Now, do you count that as a steal?
No.
Okay. So that's the end of the third quarter. 28-20. The Lancers lead the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. Fourth quarter action of the Sectional 34 championship round is coming your way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration your local Armstrong dealer a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
Back in the nest. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Terry Minix. We go to the fourth quarter. 28-20, the Lancers lead the Lady Jays. We're so glad you've joined us. The tradition continues here on KVB's WKVI. So to start the third quarter, the Lancers will have the possession, will have the ball first on this possession. It's London Kwiatkowski to get it in. She does to Brooke Edison.
She's traveled.
Yep, he called it.
It's a good start.
Yeah. For who?
Blue Jays, baby.
Yeah. And the officials.
Yeah, that too.
That's what I was getting at.
Okay.
Grace Craig back up top to Johnston. Johnston then back up top to Craig. Craig over to Lehigh. Lehigh at the top of the key here. Then over to Johnston. Oh, man, Brooke Edison got in the passing lane.
Nice hustle.
But diving on the floor is Reagan Hensley.
Ooh.
And you were kind of talking to me about an arm injury yesterday for the Oregon Davis Lady Cats. We almost saw another
Krause.
one.
Yeah, Gabby Krause. She's got a concussion and a pretty bad arm injury.
Man, we hope she can heal fast. We hate hearing that for Bobcat Nation. As back in action here, it's Grace Craig crossing the timeline. Oh, my goodness. Brooke Edison steals it almost again. Now, the foul came, but did she steal it first?
She stole it first, yes.
So that is a turnover for the Lady Jays. And then a foul back once she got it on Reagan Hensley, her second.
Reagan was the same one that kind of had her arm, too.
Well, yeah.
That's why Edison kind of walked back towards her.
So they get it in. The Lancers do. It's Ava Weil. Reagan Hensley all over. Then back up top, and a timeout by head coach Nick Amore. Let's go ahead and take this moment to check in with Justin Ruff, live and on location from North Miami for the Winamac Lady Warriors. Justin, any score updates we need to know?
We have Lewis Cass almost added it on me, but right now it's 37-23, 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Winamac's trying to speed up the pressure like last time I told you. They just can't get any threes, and they just missed one right in front of me, and they're trying to squeeze in the interior. Nothing's going the Winamac way, and it's Lewis Cass ball. They're down by 14 with 5:40 left, fellas.
Well, we appreciate Justin Ruff live and on location. It looks like both of our area teams are dealing with some adversity here in this sectional championship matchup. Is back in our game. The Lady Jays having it stolen right on the entry pass by Kylie Lehigh. And then it was poked out of bounds by a Lancer. So a good job by Lehigh. That's what she does.
Tell you what, she's had a pretty decent game for the Jays. You know, everything but scoring. They've struggled a little bit on the scoring, but she's doing a nice job. I think, like I say, right now, get the ball. I put it in Gracie because the other one's got 4 fouls for LaVille.
Tunis finds it to the near corner. Kylie Lehigh. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by a Lady J. That one's hard to swallow. 28-20, 7-10 to go in the ball game. And here comes Ava Weil crossing half court, splits the defender. She loses it.
Oh, no. She drew. Our vision must be
My mom always said, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. So it'll stay here. LaVille Lady Lancer basketball here. I know. So then they get it in to Brooke Edison. Edison then back out to Kuski. Kuski brings it out up top. Last 7 minutes here in the ball game. Kuski spins around. She's going to throw it away. She tried to get Ava Weil, and Ava was diving to the middle. Cutting to the middle, I should say. And right when she did that, Kuski threw it out of bounds. Some turnovers here to start the fourth. Here comes Avery Johnson crossing half court now. She gets it over to Kaylin Tunis. Now Tunis is driving in at the left elbow, spins around baseline, puts up a wild shot, no good, and rebounded by Michaela Kuski. Kaylin is trying everything she can. She just can't get inside. They're doing a good job on her. As now another steal as two Lancers collide. Here is Avery Johnston taking it coast to coast. Right-hand layup, no good, but she's fouled.
Lily Smith, that's her first. You know, they got to understand, there's still 6 minutes and 28 seconds left. They're only down 8. You just got to settle down, do what you do. One basket at a time. Score off your defense. There they got steal and just need to be patient. They're fine.
Looks like London Kwiatkowski hit the deck hard, and they were checking on her. She gets up and walks off on her own power. That's what the applause was in the background. As Collins Insurance is part of the broadcast, taking care of all your insurance needs. Jim Collins told me, call him anytime at 574-772-6844. That's Collins Insurance, supporting local high school sports. We've been provided with a replay monitor, Coach. What'd you see there?
That was nice. I can see why she was down for a while. Her and one of her teammates kind of collided and went down pretty hard there.
First free throw from Johnston is no good, as we also thank the Stark County Co-op, your local agricultural cooperative that offers an array of service and support, including grain, agronomy, seed, fuel, and LP petroleum. Call 574-867-2411 to contact the Stark County Co-op. Second free throw goes through for Johnston, as here come the Lancers trying to get it across half court. They do to Brooke Edison. Edison going inside, pops it from 15, and it rattles around and goes through. 30-21 now. 9-point ball game for the Lancers. It's Avery Johnston, top of the key. Picks up her dribble, gets it back to Kaylin Tunis. Tunis crosses over, gets it to Reagan Hensley. Now the three, no good. Rebounded by Brooke Edison, and here comes Brooke crossing the timeline. She's at the top of the key, then gets it over to Kuski. Michaela fighting with Kaylin Tunis, gets around, driving baseline. Now here's the trap. She tried to throw it off the leg, and it didn't work. It goes out of bounds. Turnover.
Wait, no. I think Danny's calling a foul.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Wow. Calling a foul on Tunis. That's her second.
Did you have a nice afternoon?
Yeah.
I did too. They kick it out up top to Brooke Edison.
Oh, my.
I don't know what he's doing, Coach. He's going rogue. He's gone rogue, Coach.
Wow.
Trying to stay positive here on the air, but we are one of the Lady Jays area teams, and we're calling it as we see it. This is tough to watch, folks. It's Kuski driving baseline, cross court. Ava Weil, three on the way. Of course. Why not? 33-21 now. Johnston gets it to Anna Garbison. Almost lost it, but saves it back to Johnston. Then cross court to Tunis. Tunis inside to Reagan Hensley. I don't know what they're calling, Coach.
I think they're calling it on Jasmine Foster. If it is, that's her fifth. Yes.
Speechless. I'm speechless, Coach. Jasmine Foster will check out. And here's an out-of-bounds play underneath her own basket for the Lady Jays. Kaylin Tunis gets it to the near corner. Kylie Lehigh, then back up top. It's Reagan Hensley. Hensley to the near corner. Kaylin Tunis spinning around on Kuski. Takes on two Lancers. Puts it up. Oh. No good. Rebounded by London Kwiatkowski. So they're calling another foul on the Lady Jays. And there is head coach Whitney Combs standing up for her team saying, how? That
was on Tunis. That's her third.
Lancers crossing half court. It's Weil to Lily Smith. Smith back up to Weil. Weil skip past to Kuski. Near side of the floor. Brings it back out. Avery Johnston on her. Then back to London Kwiatkowski getting into the paint. Tried to get it back to Lily Smith, and Kaylin Tunis got a hand in there, deflecting it out of bounds. It'll stay here. We're also going to see McKinley Dushak check in.
For Tunis. I don't think Tunis is going to be out long.
No. Lancers kick it back court. 4:45 to go in the fourth, 33-21. The Lancers lead. Weil crosses half court, gets it to Brooke Edison. Back up top to Kwiatkowski. Kwiatkowski to the right elbow, then to Lily Smith. Back out to Kuski and deflected out of bounds by Avery Johnston. So an out of bounds play here in the near corner. The Lancers will take it out. Weil kicks it up top to Michaela Kuski. Kuski back to Weil in the near corner. McKinley Dushak on her, takes it back up top at the volleyball line. Then back over to Lily Smith here. Smith, here comes help from Kylie Lehigh. Picks up her dribble. There's the trap. Right off the leg. Keeps it here.
They picked up their defense a little bit. I think obviously we got to do that and get some runouts here.
Lancers kick it backcourt to Kuski here. Johnston trying to steal it from her, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay here again. Lancers trying to get it in here. Sideline out of bounds play. London Kwiatkowski to take it out.
5 second.
And he called a 5-second call. Oh my gosh, no, they're saying he called timeout.
Oh,
He called 5 seconds, and the other official is giving him a full timeout.
They can't call the timeout on 4.
Gee whiz. Well. Oh, man. I don't even know what to say.
And you guys wonder why I'm bald.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Well, it's all you, Mitch.
Okay. Stop by Papa Farm Pizza after the game for fresh ingredients that separates their pizza from any others. That's Papa Farm Pizza downtown Knox. Call them at 574-772-5888 to place your order now. That's Papa Farm Pizza. It's pizza worth driving for. So, out of the the timeout.
Good one.
Kwiatkowski kicks it back court. Kuski stole. Johnston steals it back. Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie,
Left
baby.
hand
And
off
one.
the glass. The and one. And that breathes some life here in the nest, baby. About time. It was feeling like a funeral in here. 33-23 now. And at the line is Avery Johnston.
Oh,
in and out. Couldn't get the three-point play to go. It's rebounded by Brooke Edison, crossing half court. Now she's trapped. Gets it to London Kwiatkowski. Almost stolen. And they call a reach in.
Johnson.
Yep, on Avery Johnston.
That's her third.
So London Kwiatkowski at the line. The first one is up away, and it is good, making it 34-23 now. Second is no good, and it was almost saved. Oh my gosh. Anna Garbison tried to track it down, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to stay here.
I think we need Tunis in the game right now.
They kick it back court to Kuski, crossing half court, and then a foul is called on Avery Johnston, and she helps Michaela off the ground.
That's her fourth.
Good sportsmanship. And Kuski comes up a little hobbled here.
She'll be shooting 2.
Well, I need a break too. Let's check in with Justin Ruff from the Winnemac game. Justin, what do you have?
Well, there you go, Mitch. That's the end of the game. Just when you sent it to me. It is 45-25. Lewis Cass, sectional champions here at the North Miami Sectional. Winnemac, they just couldn't hit any threes. They only scored 2 points in the fourth quarter. They outscored Lewis Cass in the third, 12-9, but they just couldn't get over that 10-point deficit, and that was the end of the Winnemac Warriors season.
All right, Justin, hang tight. I'll text you here in a minute. I appreciate the update. Tough loss for the Winnemac Lady Warriors, but we appreciate you being there on location.
Hey, thanks, fellas. Thanks for having me.
back in our game. Reagan Hensley took it coast to coast. She got fouled in the act of shooting, and she's going to go to the line to shoot 2 here, Coach.
The foul was on Kwiatkowski, and that's her 4th. Oh, got to make free throws.
So Hensley can't make the first one go through. Kaylin Tunis checks back in, and McKinley Dushak checks out. Second free throw from Hensley is good, making it 35-24 here. 3:40 to go in the game. There's still plenty of time here.
Yep. Oh.
Up to Brooke Edison. Has space off the glass. Right-handed layup. She got it to go as they beat the full court pressure. 37-24 now. 13-point ball game. Johnston back over to Lehigh. Lehigh looking inside, back over to Johnston, driving in to look like Ava Weil, then back out up top to Reagan Hensley. She goes inside, and it's off the glass. A big time and one there.
That's her 5th. We've got 2 players fouled out, so. Got to keep attacking right now, Mitch. Tell you what, they got 2 of their better players have fouled out. Hopefully hits this. We'll be down 10. There we go, down 10. A lot of time.
37-27, 3 minutes to go here in the 4th. The Lancers bring it across half court to Michaela Kuski in the far corner. Back up top to Ava Weil, swings it over. This is number 11. McKenna Deason inside, turnaround shot. Was that Edison?
That's Edison.
Brooke Edison gets it to go on the inside, back up to a 12-point ball game. It's Avery Johnston trying to get in the paint. Foul called on the floor here.
Lily Smith, it's her 2nd. Got to hit these free throws where the clock stopped.
Up and away from Johnston is good, making it 39-28 as today's broadcast is finally brought to you in part by 5 Star. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and remind you to shop local. That's 5 Star in the Knox Mall.
Good job.
Second free throw from Johnston is good. Back to a 10-point ball game. 2:50 to go in the 4th. The Lancers get it into Lily Smith, then over to Brooke Edison. Crosses half court, Edison. Ooh.
That's off.
And I think it was.
It was off. It was off of Kylie.
So Kylie Lehigh tipped it out of bounds. It'll stay here, Lancer basketball. Looking for someone, they find McKenna Deason.
Oh, go get it.
Oh,
get it. Get on
the floor. Here's Kylie Lehigh.
Good
she
job.
gets it to Kaylin Tunis. Here comes Tunis. Dump off to Avery
Time
Johnston.
Out. Time out.
And there's
time
the
out.
right-hand
You need a
layup.
timeout right now. Oh, don't. You got it.
They didn't call it. So here come the Lancers. It's Brooke Edison going inside. Puts up a shot. No good. And a foul is called. Avery Johnston on the inside on the other end of the floor.
Okay.
From the dump-off pass of Kaylin Tunis.
Yep.
And then on this side of the floor, a foul is called by number 3, Anna Garbison, her 3rd, and that puts Brooke Edison at the line. The Lady Jays have brought it within 8 here. The first free throw from Edison is no good. It keeps it 39-31.
Blue Jays got 3 timeouts. I mean, if they're able to score, the clock's running. You got to start using them timeouts.
Second free throw is no
that's
good.
Over the back.
And they didn't call it. And then Lily Smith comes up with it. And now they're calling a push out of bounds on one of the Lady Jays. My goodness. You hear, I mean, he was saying the same thing. Blue Jay Nation seeing what we're seeing. They missed the over the back call there, but hey, got to play through it here. 2:17 to go. The first free throw is up away from Lily Smith, and it is no good.
She's 1 of 3 tonight.
Second free throw is good from Smith, making it 40-31 now. Here come the Lady Jays. It's Avery Johnston bringing it across half court. She gets it to Kylie Lehigh. Then over to Kaya Burkett, far corner. Back up top to Johnson. 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. Skip past Tunis. Three on the way. No good. Rebounded Kaya Burkett on the inside, and she gets hacked.
Ava?
Yep. Ava Weil.
It's her second.
So this is Kaya Burkett at the line. Very important free throws. In and out, no good. If they'd have hit the last four, they'd be a lot closer. Just saying.
Mr. Obvious.
Burkett, seconds up away. She gets that one to go. So now it's an 8-point ball game, 40-32. Full court pressure from the Lady Jays. Stolen by Kaylin Tunis. Puts up a shot, no good, but she's fouled. The full court pressure from the Lady Jays. That's exactly what they need to do. Swarming to the ball. Like you said, Coach, just pecking away. Those Blue Jays just pecking away. Yep. So this puts Kaylin Tunis at the line. They are fighting for a sectional championship on their home floor tonight. Make no mistake about it. The first free throw is up, away, and good. Second free throw from Kaylin Tunis. She needs this one. It'll be a 6-point ball game if she hits it. She doesn't. Rebounded by Brooke Edison. And then a foul's called on the floor. So this is because that was the Lady Jays' 5th foul in this quarter. That's going to put Brooke Edison at the line.
She was 2 for 6 tonight.
First free throw is up, away, and no good from Brooke Edison. Second free throw from Edison.
Long.
It hit the back of the rim, and it went straight up in the air and dropped through. 41-33 now. Kaya Burkett, entry pass to Avery Johnston, and she gets it to go.
Timeout. No, man, you got 3 timeouts.
They're getting it into Ava Weil. She's trying to bring it across half court. She does. The clock continues to tick. It's inside. Weil off the glass. 43-35. Here comes Reagan Hensley now. Inside, off the glass. No good. Left-handed. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. Her putback's no good. Rebounded by Lily Smith. And then the foul is called.
It's on Hensley. That's her 4th.
So this puts Emily Smith at the line with 1:25 to go here. 8-point ball game, 43-35. The Lancers lead. First one's up, away, and it is good. A swish. And Lancer Nation like that one. Second free throw from Smith is good. 10-point ball game. Lehigh into Tunis, then to Kaya Burkett, crossing half court. Burkett at the top of the key now. She gets it over to Reagan Hensley, fakes the 3, driving inside, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Brooke Edison. Edison almost loses it. Reagan Hensley says she stepped on the line. They say no. They push it forward. It's Ava Weil now. Ava loses the ball, tracking it down in the near corner. Nope, not in time. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Lady J basketball. Johnson crosses half court, last minute here. Gets it inside of the right block. Kylie Lehigh puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Kaylin Tunis. She gets it on the floor. They're saying she hit the baseline, out of bounds. 48.8 seconds to go. 35-45. They get it in to Michaela Kuski. Up to Brooke Edison. Driving in. Dump off. Up. Left-handed layup goes for number 11, McKenna Deason. 47-35. Here's Avery Johnston. Driving in. Left block. Back out up top to Kaya Burkett. 3 on the way. No good. Rebounded inside by Brooke Edison. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Jays. It's Lancer basketball. Last 20 seconds here. They push it forward to Brooke Edison. Edison spins around, crosses half court, gets inside, and a trip foul is called on Reagan Hensley.
That's her 5th.
And it looks like they're going to check out Reagan Hensley and Anna Garbison here and bring in Grace Craig and Bailey Frazier. Blue Jay Nation stands up and applauds them as it's probably all but over here. 47-35 with 16.8 seconds to go. Edison hits the first of, misses the first of 2. Excuse me. And then the second free throw is no good either. 47-35, last 15 seconds. They get it into Bailey Frazier, back to Avery Johnston. Johnston taking on Kuski, then back out to Kaya Burkett. Last 7 seconds. Burkett pops the 3. No good. Rebounded inside by Grace Craig, and her putback goes. And that will be the end of the ball game. 47-37. The LaVille Lady Lancers beat the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays here in the Nest for sectional 34. The championship goes to the LaVille Lady Lancers, where last year they were in the championship game, Coach. We were here for that game. The South Central Lady Satellites won that night a year ago tonight, believe it or not. Fast forward a year, the Lancers get back into the championship round, and they take care of business this time against the Lady Jays here in the Nest. 47-37 is the final. We have a lot to talk about. We're going to catch up with Justin Ruff, who is on location from the Winnemac game. They unfortunately fell as well tonight to Lewis Cass. And then our only other area team still in contention was the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. They fall tonight as well, as there's Mike Sharkozy, athletic director for North Judson, handing the sectional championship trophy off. And it looks like the LaVille Lancers cheer block storms the court. So happy for their Lancers, but a tough way to go out for one of our teams in the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. We're going to talk things over with sports analyst Terry Minix here in the Collins Insurance postgame show. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winnemac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winnemac. Call 574-946-6894.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
47-37 is the final as the LaVille Lady Lancers beat the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays in the sectional championship round of sectional 34. I'm Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Terry Minix. Well, there's a few things we could say, but we'll stay away from that. Let's talk about what you saw all in all from start to finish from this game?
Well, I really think, the Blue Jays started out pretty decent, and they kind of got away from what they wanted to do, in the second quarter a little bit. And the other thing is the shots weren't falling tonight for them. I mean, whether it was inside or outside, it's just one of them nights that, destined, I guess, whatever you want to say. But, you can't say anything, can't take anything away from the Lancers. I thought they played really, really well. They played very, very hard. I thought Brooke Edison played unbelievable. I mean, she didn't shoot free throws very well, but she had a lot of steals. I had her for like 6 steals. She was kind of all over the floor. She was kind of a nuisance for the Blue Jays all night long, no matter where she was. So it was a tough night just because the Blue Jays weren't able to, the ball just wasn't falling for them.
No, it wasn't. And the thing about watching the Lady Jays is you almost become a fan of them just watching because of the effort and the energy that they give on the defensive end. You want to see them succeed, and to just not see the shots fall tonight, it just was really kind of hard to swallow. And then, of course, just briefly, there were some things that should have been called differently, but it just didn't, and that's the way it was, and you got to play through it.
It was just one of them nights. I mean, It just wasn't the Blue Jays' night, to putting it bluntly, I guess.
Right.
You have that. You like to think when you've got a team that I think they have it is deep enough that, when one person has a bad night or 2 people had a bad night, somebody else steps up. But it was one of them nights where it just seemed like, nobody was able to really do a lot. And, maybe that's because of what the Lancers were doing against them and or able to do against them. So I don't, like I say, at the end, you can't, these are young girls, and both teams are working their tails off to do the best they can. And somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose, the old adage. But, it was just, I think, the effort, in the way the game went, everything, I think the Lancers probably, putting it mildly or bluntly or whatever you want to say, deserved to win.
Sure. Well, and they got the job done. They're cutting the nets now. You see Michaela Kuski cutting the rest of the net down. Looks like everybody's going to get a piece tonight of that sectional championship net. What a moment it is for them.
Well, congratulations to them. I mean, and the other thing is obviously the Amor brothers are probably going to be talking on the phone tonight.
Yep.
Congratulations to Kyle and to Nick both. I know this isn't. I think it's probably Nick's first sectional win, and probably Kyle's first sectional win. So congratulations to them, and best of luck. Moving forward. Great for you guys' family, but. The thing is it wasn't from a lack of effort by the Blue Jays, Mitch. They were going hard. It just one of them nights where things just weren't, like
just
usual.
Wasn't their night.
Yeah, just wasn't their night.
Well, it also wasn't, unfortunately, the Winamac Lady Warriors night, as Coach just mentioned. Lewis Cass, Nick Amor, head coach of the LaVille Lady Lancers, and then Kyle Amor, head coach of the Lewis Cass Lady Kings, both won tonight over 2 of our area teams in the Winamac Lady Warriors and the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. The Lewis Cass Lady Kings were able to beat Winamac 45-25. We have sideline reporter Justin Ruff on location to button things up with us. Justin, didn't go your alma mater's way tonight, but leave us with a final message, will you?
Yeah, absolutely. So with this game, turnovers really killed the Warriors. I was talking to Hittinger, and he said that he had about 17, 18 turnovers unofficially for the Warriors, which that really shot him in the foot. And, they just couldn't hit any threes. I think I just had maybe 1 or 2 of the night for them. Had Marissa. They really went after Marissa Iverson in the first half, but kind of went away with that in the second. She ended up leading the Warriors in scoring with 8 points. And then Maggie Smith and Piper Link, Maggie Smith and Candace Croft both had 5. But at one point in the halftime, it was only those 3 players that scored. So it was just, again, kind of similar to what you guys have been saying with the Blue Jays. It just wasn't the Warriors' night. Just the ball didn't fall in their favor, and it was just a tough night overall for the Warriors. But they had, I believe they had a really big jump this year from last year. Tony Stasiak's on the right road, man. He really is, and he's leading these Warriors in a good path. I think they ended up with 14 wins, and last year they had 4.
Yeah.
So, in my books, that's a good season, a good step to the right direction. And, they're a young team, believe it or not. They lost 3 seniors, but, they still got lots of scoring core left, and they will. I guarantee they will be back next year. But that's wrapping it up here at North Miami.
Yeah, name those seniors real quick, if you would, Justin.
Absolutely. You got Piper Link, Maggie Smith, and Lily Bennett. Coach Stasiak, he's talked about all 3 of those players. Now, when it comes to leadership, not, completely vocal, but they lead in different things. Those 3 will be missed, and they're 3 great kids, man. I had the honor of coaching them last year, and all 3 of those kids are extremely coachable. And you got Mara Holohan. She actually got hurt in the middle of the season, so she's a senior as well. Excuse me, but it's tough to see those girls go, but they had a great year. They should be proud of this year.
Well, we'll let you go, Justin. We appreciate you being there and giving us live update reports throughout the night at North Miami. Safe travels from Denver, Indiana, my friend.
Hey, thanks, fellas. You too. Have a good one.
Good job, buddy.
That's Justin Ruff live and on location from North Miami High School. I'm so excited we were able to do that tonight. It went off without a hitch, Coach. I love it.
You're just amazing, Mitch.
Well, not me. It's the computers. It was the computer's night.
Well,
they decided to be good to me.
Exactly.
Well, 2 of our area teams unfortunately fall in the sectional championship round, but the fact they got to a sectional championship round speaks volumes about the program and where it's headed for the future. Very exciting times ahead for the Lady Jays and the Lady Warriors.
Oh, for sure. I mean, obviously the Jays are going to lose a couple seniors, but
Anna Garbison and Reagan Hensley.
2 that have meant a lot to this program. I mean, I'm sure Coach Combs is going to tell you that, but like everybody, I think I've heard it 20 times a day, the cupboard's not bare, and it just seems like that's everywhere. Where, schools, you lose some really talented kids that meant a lot to your program, but basketball, it's Indiana, so everybody's playing basketball, and the younger kids are playing more, and they're getting better and better. I mean, the Blue Jays have got a lot of talent coming back, and they'll be back in the same situation, and hopefully they can be able to get them a win next year.
Well, the Collins Insurance postgame show continues. For sports analyst Terry Minix, I'm Mitch Columbi. The Stark County Co-op play of the game is coming your way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op play of the game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
Well, we're back and ready for the Stark County Co-op play of the game. Coach, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking it was like 3 minutes, 22 seconds in the fourth quarter, or left in the fourth quarter, and there was a steal by number 15, Brooke Edison from LaVille, that made the score 37-24, made a 13-point lead, and it kind of just was no looking back at that point. And for that reason, Brooke Edison has the Stark County play of the game.
Felt like once they got past, what was it, maybe 6 6-point lead. Once they got past that 6-point lead, they just kind of stretched it out a little more.
Right, never could get closer than 6 or 8, and then it just, it was just one of them things that they, just couldn't overcome. The Blue Jays couldn't overcome, and it just seemed like Brooke Edison was everywhere.
Well, that's our Stark County Co-op play of the game. Congratulations to Brooke Edison as we're going to take a break and come back for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. You're listening to the Collins Insurance postgame show. This is KVB's WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch?
Time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson-San Pierre High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Well, Coach, what are you thinking?
Well,
I like saying that.
What are you thinking, Coach? What are you thinking, Coach? Well, I tell you what, it wasn't for a lack of effort out of the Blue Jays, and I really think Reagan Hensley, put everything she had, knowing it could be her last game, and ended up being her last game. But she played extremely well and never gave up. And I thought Avery Johnson did a great job also for the Blue Jays tonight. And, Lehigh was everywhere. So, they did a really nice job. But it's just tough for me not to be able to give it to number 15 from LaVille, and that's Brooke Edison. I had her for 15 points, 6 steals, 7 rebounds. Didn't shoot the free throws real well, but that's about the only thing she did wrong. But, for that reason, Brooke Edison's going to be the 5-star player of the game.
I agree. She did very well, and she helped the Lady Lancers in that fourth quarter, the most important quarter of them all.
Oh, for sure. And I think she's been their leader all year long, and in these times when you're playing for a championship, you need your leaders to step up, and I thought she did that tonight, and she deserved the player of the game. I mean, she's obviously, that Edison name, you got a guy like Jack Edison from Plymouth,
right.
Her grandpa, and then her dad, who's the coach of the boys, Mike, there at LaVille. So, she knows a little bit about basketball, but for that reason, she's the 5-star player of the game.
That was our last high school girls basketball game of the season, Coach. Can you believe it?
Yeah, we ought to just be able to do that longer. Basketball season ought to be a little bit longer.
Well,
it depends on where we're at.
Well, we talked about on the Saturday Sports Line, because we have such good football teams in the area, it makes the basketball season seem shorter because we're doing football in mid-November.
That's true. That's
true.
true.
It just feels like basketball season started and we're already saying goodbye to our girls teams in the area. It's really crazy. And then there's only, 5, 6, maybe 7 games left of the season for most of our boys teams. So sectionals is creeping up for the boys teams as well. Of course, we're going to be covering all of our 8 schools to the best of our ability. That's West Central, Winamac, Culver, Knox, North Judson, Oregon Davis, Tri-Township, and South Central. We always do a good job of making sure we keep up to date on all of our area schools. It unfortunately fell tonight, 2 of them in the sectional championship round, the Winamac Lady Warriors and the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. We remind you to join us each weekend throughout the school year for the Saturday Sports Line. That's the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We always have several of our area head coaches on hand as we go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central on 99.3 FM and online at WKVI.com. If you missed today's Saturday Sports Line, don't worry. We remind you of the Saturday Sports Line replay every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. We also invite you to follow us on all of our social media sites, on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X, formerly Twitter at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Final word from you tonight, Terry.
Well, I just want to congratulate Coach Combs, getting to the sectional championship in her first year, is a big thing. And it really, says a lot about what she did with the kids, and her assistant coach, husband Denver, they both did a wonderful job. And like I said, they lose a couple great players, but trust me, Blue Jay basketball will still be great like it always is, and these fans know that, and they're passionate about it. And that's just Stark County. I mean, Knox is the same way. You beat out earlier in Oregon Davis. I think we're going to support whoever it is, WKVI. But, I don't think these people around here in North Judson can put their head down. They can be proud, walk out the door and say, don't worry, we'll be back.
We'll be back. I love it. And head coach James Adcock of the Knox Lady Redskins, he wished the Lady Jays good luck tonight, but he also said he wanted to let everyone know in the area, it was a tough year for the Lady Redskins, but we're coming. We're coming. And I love that. We're coming.
We're coming. We'll be back. Hey, try to forget us.
I dare you. Yeah, exactly. Man, I love it. Well, that's it. Our final in this one, the LaVille Lady Lancers become sectional champions, beating the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays 47-37. And then the Lewis Cass Lady Kings beat the Winamac Lady Warriors 45-25. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Sports. For our sports analyst Terry Minnick, sideline reporter Justin Ruff, in-game announcer John Thompson, I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School Basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, NEPCO, Crane and Equipment Services, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5 Star. We'd like to thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Here's the three in the corner on the way! Yeah!